Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if you are joining me on my lives, my whole purpose of doing lives on a consistent basis is to help you as a paper crafter create and gain the confidence to create beautiful cards and other paper crafting projects. So tonight is part of my Now What series. So if you've joined me, this is one of your first times. This is where I will go into, or I look at something from the annual catalog or the different catalogs, and you might ask yourself, why would I want to have that, or why do I have that, and what do I do with it now? I'm actually going a bit into the future, but really it's no different than what's been in the back in the past. In any event, if this is your first time, make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is down below, and make sure you're also a member of my Facebook group, the one that's just down here. And by doing that, basically you can get different templates. You can get my technique tutorial. You get my card sketches, that sort of stuff. And then also, if you want to subscribe to my email list, there is a link down below. So there's so many links all over the place. In any event, welcome to my Thursday night. This one's kind of fun, and if there is anything, hello Pam, if there is anything that you want me to go through, that sort of stuff, just shoot me an email or shoot me a message through Messenger, and I'd be happy to work with it as long as it's not retired. I don't keep my retired stuff, so we go from there. In any event, you guys, this is something that's coming up in the annual catalog, and this is in color designer series paper. And honestly, this is what the new, this is the in colors, but this is what the designer series paper looks like. And honestly, it's got some really fun, funky things on here. But, a lot of people have said to me, why would I even get that? Because honestly, I don't know what I would do with it. Quite frankly, I think it's one of the best things that you can do. I know last year I use my designer series paper an awful lot, these in color ones. You might just need a splash of color on a card. You might need lots of color on it. And just think, if you design one card one way and you want to put something else on it, you can just basically change up the color of the DSP, and basically it works great. Oh, you like these prints? Yeah, these are kind of fun. You can go like this, and it's got hearts on it, and it's got the stripes. And like I say, this for the in color comes like, this is the Moody Mauve. This is the Pebbled Path. This one would be the Copper Clay. This one is the Wild Wheat, and this one's the Boho Blue. In any event, I want to show you something, and just by changing up the color of the cardstock and your designer series paper, it's almost like you have a brand new card. Also, if you're part of the paper share, you are going to get a sampling of this as well in all the colors. So it's really great when you can just reach for a piece of designer series paper, it's going to match your paper, and go from there. But yeah, I like these bold stripes. They're not stripes. They're just, I guess they're like a paintbrush just pulled off, and I like this. Yeah, it's very, very nice. In any event, I thought I'd show you a card using it, and at this point, I don't know what side of the card I'm going to do, but this is, I'm going to use Boho Blue. Of course, it's one of my favorite colors. I actually have 3 of the in colors that I really, really like. I like the Pebble Path. I like the Copper Clay, or Copper, what's it called again? Copper Clay. And I do like the Boho Blue. I like almost all of them. How's that? That's probably a safe way of putting it. In any event, if you are part of the paper share, you will be getting a sampling of that as well. But a lot of times people go, I don't know what I do with that kind of paper. Honestly, Stampin' Up used to do paper in 12 by 12s, and there was so much of it that you never really got around to using it, where if it's in the 6x6, you can use it. All right. I am using this stamp set, this Crafting for You. I love this stamp set. I don't know if you recall the other day, I had done one for sewing. I should do a knitting one or a painting one. But I'm going to do a paper craft one. I think this is so fun, and I want to show you some different elements with this particular dies and the die cut. So like I said, I am using the boho blue. So I've got like my piece, my card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. And let's just go in and fold that. Get that good and scored. I have a piece for the inside. Now these are from, oh, now my mind's gone blank. These are from the Countryside in dies. They come in, they're nested dies, and there's nothing better than a nested die, that's for sure. And, oh my goodness, I can't even remember the name of it. How sad is that? Countryside in something or other. In any event, I pulled in this designer series paper. To me, I wanted to kind of depict, well, I love paper crafting. Let's see what we can do with paper crafting. Now I could go ahead and put a card base down like that, and then I could cut a piece across. I could do something like that. Do I want to do something like that? Let's do that. Like I say, I'm not sure exactly what I was going to do. I do know kind of in my mind what I want to use. This piece happens to be 3.75 by 5. So let's go 3.5. How about 3.25? I want to make sure that it's 3.5 maybe. Let's go 3.5. If I go 3.5, then it'd be 4.75 would be that proper thing. So now I've got a bunch. I can put some of this on the inside of my card. I could do different things. But just think of this. If you want and you really like that Moody Mauve, you could turn around and do this card in Moody Mauve, and it would definitely be part of it. So I've got this, and I've just put it on there, and see how it just, I don't know, it gives a clean sort of look. I've got this. This is one of those things there. So let's go ahead and, you know what? I used a piece of cardstock, so I'm going to need to go grab another piece of cardstock. There we go. I needed a piece for the inside. Now, my whole thought process was I want to kind of do something for somebody that's maybe new to paper crafting. It could be somebody, if you welcome somebody to your team, it could be something like that. Or say if you're doing a certain invite for a special sort of event or a tag for something, right? It could be anything like that. So I've just got a piece of scrap paper there. And look at this cut and emboss machine. So let's take this cut and emboss machine out. Let's do that. And this is a photopolymer stamp set. So let's bring in my paper piercing mat. And I'm going to bring in the boho blue ink. Does this not remind you of something? Look at this. It reminds you of the boho blue thing. If you are a demonstrator, you can actually get one of these right now. They've got some in stock, but they're only for demonstrators. All right, so then I'm just going to stamp this, and we've got a boho blue cut and emboss machine. How cool is that, right? And then I also have in here, I thought, well, we can die cut that out. We also have some scissors that, of course, we need some scissors. So what I did, and I've got a bunch of this stuff already cut out so that it saves. I've got, for the handle, I've got the scissors in boho blue. I want everything to be kind of in boho blue, right? And I've got my scissors. And then this is the trimmer, but check this out. Oh my goodness. Look, we can turn around and I could put a piece of something in there to look like it's been trimmed. But you know what? I think what I'm going to do is, why don't we coordinate part of that paper and let's put a piece of this, you know, let's see. Do I want to just cut a part of it? Yeah, that's going to go like that. And let's have that as a paper. We've gone ahead and cut that, right? So I'm going to trim that off. So let's just quickly trim some of that cardstock or that designer series paper. You know what I could do? Why don't I do this? Is I could use the opposite side. And that's what's really kind of cool, is we could sit and use the opposite side of this paper and do it through the cutter. Now, I kind of have to look at this cutter. It goes like this. Okay. Then I couldn't believe it, but in the cutter itself, do you know how we have our cutting blades, right? This has, if I can pull it out, I thought I cut it in a different color. Look at this. It is a trimming blade, and it's just goes there. I am going to go and put that on with a glue dot. I know, little tiny bits, but you know, the tiny little details is what really counts, right? So let's just roll that up. And now we can put that trimmer right on there. And we'll have it where this, now do the score lines go across? They go across like this. So whoops. So we're just going to put it like that. Is that not the coolest little thing? I mean, really, I can't believe the detail. So when you cut this trimmer out, it actually has a piece that's on there, and it really cuts out the color that you're doing the rest of the trimmer. But I thought, we're going to have a boho blue. We're going to do everything in boho blue, right? So I've got that. I've got that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring that and pretend that I've cut that part out. And we'll put this stuff together. But I'm going to bring this in. And I thought what I could do, this might be one of those ones. So cute. Life is better when you're crafting. And I think that's what I'm going to put across this. It's kind of like a tag. You could make a tag and attach it to something else. Like if you're giving away a prize, that would be kind of cool too. Is to do this like a prize, right? So I'm just going to put that on there. Oh, I should show you some of these other ones. Sending a handmade hug. I like this one. You inspire me with love. Really, really so cute. All right, so we have our scissors. I went and I used my silver foil. And in order to get this so that it's going to work, I'm just going to cut off the blades on these. We're going to have boho blue blades. Now remember, all of this was inspired from this designer series paper. So, right, so I'm just going to come in with this. All right. So who's all coming to the launch? If you live in Kamloops, I do have your make and takes all ready and your catalogs ready for pickup. So if you want to get that, just let me know and I can make sure that it's out on my porch for pickup. If I'm not at home or if I'm recording or I have a class. So we've got our scissors on here. We're kind of just getting everything ready to go on here. But isn't that kind of cool that we've got it, the two designer series paper, and it's all matching, right? All right, so let's just get this on. Seems that all these dies are so finicky, right? There's so many other dies. There's on here, there's buttons, there's spools, but I'm going to show you something else that we're going to use on here. There are some hearts and some stars and some flowers. And to me, they resemble what would be a die cut, correct? So I am going to have those die cuts sort of lying over here off of the side of the cut and emboss machine. And then this is just going to go on here like this. Now, I could go ahead and put a brad on there, but I just find the brads are just a little too long on the back parts of it. So I'm just going to use an embellishment that I've used before on this. Okay. We'll just hold that for a second. All right. So, you know, we have as demonstrators, we have a really neat stamp set that would be really kind of cool on here too. And that's Let's Create Together. That's kind of a fun one as well. All right. So I've got that put together. That's that die. So let's go ahead and start looking at what we can do with this and put this card together. Like I say, I'm trying to showcase the designer series paper. Let's see what else could go on there in the middle. You Inspire Me. That would be a really good one. Or Sending a Handmade Hug might be a good thing too. All right, so let's go and put this on. Now, also in the in colors, we have a bunch of we have blends, we have markers, we have the designer series paper, we also have cardstock, we have the ink pads, and also the re-inkers. Remember, when you do buy an ink pad, you should always buy a re-inker. And they're saying now that they go with die lots. So it's really smart that when you buy an ink pad, you should buy a re-inker and use that ink pad on, or that re-inker on that ink pad. How I've done it, and what I'm going ahead and doing, is I am marking on mine. I have marked on the back of my thing. I have a green dot, and I also have with the re-inker a green dot, so I know that I bought them two together. Just to give you kind of the heads up there. Get that on there very straight. Oh, Betty, you're pulling off of me. There we go. You don't have your make and takes? Oh, Pam, you do? You haven't got them yet? The make and takes, I know a lot. Mine got sent out last Friday. Yeah. So this is just going to go like that. We've got this trimmer with the blade. Got this cut and emboss machine. Scissors. And, you know, I thought what might be kind of a fun thing is just to have some twine on there too. But this is in the Starry Sky. So I wanted to show you that. So if you want twine that matches, you could just take your white, and I'm going to come in with my boho blue. Come in with my boho blue blend. And I'm going to have to make sure that this is dry when I put it together. So we're just going to color that. Of course, with it being done with the blend, it'll dry fairly quickly. And you know what? It doesn't have to be solid. There we go. And I think I'll just we'll just let that dry just a bit. Now, you know what? I'm thinking to myself, I should have probably done it a little off-kiltered, but I'm going to do this like this, and let's put this like that. Oh, you know what? I want to put one of these, and we're going to put like a silver screw in there. So these are the enamel dot essentials. that carried over. Just put that in there. It's all about the detail, right? All right, so let's put this on with the dimensionals. Hello, Marie. Yeah, well, you do have another week, so I'm hoping that, you'll all get it. Oh, and Kay got the happy mail on Tuesday. Actually, I have to say, Kay, for some reason, yours was the one I took in, just to see how much it was going to cost me to send the make and takes. So yeah, yours got sent out on Thursday along with your catalog. You did get your catalog, right? So I'm going to put that on there straight, this part. All right. And let's glue this on. Oops, see? That's what I mean. The colors are just... But anybody in BC, oh my goodness, you guys, it is going to be one heck of a beautiful weekend. We're supposed to get up to 30 degrees. Can you believe it? Hello. Let's just put that there. And then, like I say, we've got this with this little trimmer thing. That's so fun. And put that there. Let's put this there. And we can put, oh, I want to put this behind. I don't know if I've got enough done, but we'll see. Let's just sort of loop it. And just put glue all over me. Better than the dirt that I had just before I came on here. I was trying to get some stuff done outside. There we go. I'm going to put this there. And we're going to put the scissors on there as well. All right. So I'm going to do lots of popping up. This one can go straight down. Now we want to make sure that that designer series paper doesn't move around in there. So I'm going to actually come in with a glue dot. I had my glue dots right here. They're there. So let's just do that. I'm just going to stick that under there so that it doesn't move around. There we go. And our dimensionals. I know it's a brand new sheet, so I've got lots of them. You know what? I'm going to actually just glue this part down. And I like how it embossed as well on here. So it's got like the different lines on there and everything else. All right, so let's put that on there. Let's put these on. So what do you think of this designer series paper? Is it, it's great to have these things. I can tell you the Creativity Abounds for next month is doing an in color blog hop and tutorials within colors. So they should be interesting. Now see what I mean? We're just going to actually just put some of these cutouts. See, it's just going to go like that. And it's kind of matching with the hearts on there as well. I don't want them popped up. These are like the dies that we've cut out. All about so fun. I know I don't think I'd want to make a whole pile of these, but my friend Laura Secchi went and made a really cute one. All right. And then let's put some scissors here. Okay. Do I want to pop that up? No. Probably best that it stays glued because the dimensional could, oh, is that ever a fun pair of scissors? Do you have things that match in your craft room? Do you have a certain color theme in your craft room? A lot of people do. This one happens to be a boho blue one. All right. So then, like I say, with the designer series papers, see how nice and subtle that is? But wow, that's awesome to be able to do that. So let's go. We're sending you a paper hug. And I've got this designer series paper. And so I think what I'll do we want to put it down like this? Let's do that where we've got a different color. So this is going to be, this is 5 inches. So I'm going to go 4 3/4. Oh, maybe I'll cut this 3/4 of an inch first. And we'll get another sheet out of this for something else. And let's cut it down to 4 3/4. So we're going to put it down like this. Put that on the inside of our card. And then sending you a handmade hug. That'll be fun. So yeah, there'll be a post going out to our virtual launch group. Make sure you let us know when you do receive your make and takes. Yeah, this is so fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've got another idea of what to do with it too. So I'm going to do something. I've got an idea what to do with this embroidery hoop. I just wish that we had some stamps that we had a while back. All right, so this is sending a handmade hug. There. Now, I don't think there's anything else I could, oh, you know what? There is a little tiny heart. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. Let's see. Let's put a heart on it as well because we have it there, right? And that'll kind of correspond the front of the paper and the DSP. They are. This is a great set. Somebody says, oh, I don't know about this set. This was the first one that I knew I just loved. There we go. So let's put that in. Lots of creating today, that's for sure. And I'm getting my stuff ready for Sunday's card class, my monthly card class. Well, I've got all the cards cut out, but I have my special treat that I have for everybody that comes to the in-person class. It's almost done. Oh, is that ever cute with the handmade? Look at that. Now, what I could have done was I could have used one of these hearts, but that, like I say, just shows that it's like a cutout. Whoops. Oh, I was going to say, oh, I've got it on there crooked, but of course I do because, okay, I'll tell you why I put this on crooked. When I glued this on, I didn't quite get it to the right size. So by doing it that way, putting it on cockeyed a little bit like that, what happens is that you don't see that I did it crooked. And of course, I just drew attention to it. So yes. Awesome. Diane, what have you used on your cutter to make the yellow strip? Oh, backing. Okay. Now, when I do any kind of a fancy fold card, I would measure down, you measure down 3.5 inches and cut to 1.5 inch. all this is, and it is retired now, this is a 1/4 inch strip of So Saffron. So it can be any color that's going to show up. I would use the light soft succulents, and I put this 1/4 inch strip on there, and the way I attached it was with glue dots, and then that way I can see my measurements. So I hope that helps you, Caroline. Caroline or Carolyn? I'm sorry, my daughter-in-law goes by Caroline, so it's probably Carolyn is probably the right way to say it. Awesome. So there you go. Designer series paper. Amazing stuff. Now, I honestly do not think that this needs any embellishments on it. Do you? Any of you? Yes, pick up your make and takes on Sunday. That's correct. I've got them all in a box to bring downstairs. And if you're needing the catalogs for there. Anyways, yeah, these are the in color dots as well. But I don't think it needs anything. That's for sure. Anyways, that was fun. That was lots of fun. So not only did I show you some designer series paper, what to do with designer series paper just to change it up. Like I say, it's kind of nice. It all corresponds. It all matches, because that's the beauty of Stampin' Up, right? Everything matches. So in any event, let me just go back up and see if we have any questions or anything. No embellishments, right? No embellishments. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. Anyways, I'm not sure. I will have to get that corrected, but it's yeah, my daughter-in-law goes by Caroline, so I just automatically go to that, which is unfortunate. You really like this color. I know, Pam, it's a beautiful color. Oh, you're not getting your order until the 8th. Oh my goodness. Well, I can honestly say I am starting to get some of my orders. I'm not getting all of my orders. I still have about 10, 12 of customer orders that I can see that are sitting there. I apologize, but they were inundated with it. Kay, I actually have a paper share for all designer series paper. It you get a good cross section of all of the different designer series paper. It's cut into, it's whether it's in 6x6 paper or it's cut into 6x12 paper, but it's a really good share. You, like I say, you get a little bit of everything. So reach out to me if you are interested. In any event, so what is happening? Tomorrow is another crafting day for me. Crafting, gardening, and decorating cookies. And let's see, Saturday, card sketch. Don't forget to join me at 10 o'clock Pacific time. I will be doing a card sketch, and of course on Saturday, if you want to join us, bring something to do and join us for Sip and Stamp. I'd love to have you join us. In any event, you guys have a great evening. If you're here from other parts of the world, tomorrow, a good morning, or a very, very late evening over in the UK and Europe. In any event, you guys, bye for now. Remember to try to create, because it's great for the soul. Bye.